My name is Sabrina. I'm going to tell you the story about my type 1 diabetes diagnosis. So, in May last year, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I was not well a lot. I was losing a lot of weight, and I was drinking a lot, tired a lot, and eating a lot. And so, my family took me to the doctors, and I got a blood test done. And that night, my dad got a phone call from the doctors saying that I had to go to the doctors the next day because it was urgent. So we jumped in the car and we took off to the doctors. And when I got there, we sat down with the doctor, me and my whole family, and my doctor told me that I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and I had to go to the hospital. So, and I was scared at the time because I did not know what was going to happen. So, we got back in the car and we drove home, and they told me, when I got home, I packed up all my stuff, and then I went to the hospital, and I was scared at the time because I didn't know what was going to happen to me, and my family was concerned about me as well. So, but because I had to go to the hospital, because my blood sugar was really, really high and I was almost in a diabetic coma. If you don't know what a diabetic coma is, it's where you have, if you eat too much sugar or drink too much sugar, it can do stuff to you and you can go into a diabetic coma. Most people, when they go into a diabetic coma, they don't come back out, but some people do. Like, I was almost in a diabetic coma, but I got through it and I got to my diabetes early. So, when I got to the hospital, the receptionist told me to fill out some forms and that I had to go to this little room in the hospital part to fill out the form. And so me and my nan and my dad, they helped me fill out the form, and they helped me fill out the form, and then we gave it to the people. And then this lovely nurse came in and she talked me through it, and then I had to get an IV put into me because I was losing a lot of weight and I needed fluids into me, so they put me on a drip. Excuse me. So I had to be put on a drip for the night, and the next day on Sunday I got the drip taken out, but I still had the IV in. So around about 10 o'clock, I got taken up to my room in the wards, but I didn't have a TV in my room, so I had my phone and my electronics with me so I can watch my programs and stuff on my phone and stuff. And so we went up to my room, and my nana had to go home because she had work. And, well, she had work. So she went home, and then before I went up to the wards, I asked if, I met my doctor, and he told me what was going to happen. But before I went up to the wards, I asked my doctor if I could have my dad stay the night because I was scared, because I didn't know what was going to happen to me. So, and they were like, yep, you can have your dad staying overnight. I was like, thank you. So that's when I went up to the wards, and I got settled in to my room, put all my stuff away. And so when I went up that night, I got woken up every hour on the hour because I had to get my blood sugar checked, my blood pressure checked, to make sure that I was okay and everything was okay that night. But I was tired the next day because I was getting woken up every hour on the hour because of my blood sugar, because it was so high. So that next day, I was texting my friend, and I asked my dad if my friend can come up and visit me. So she did. And she bought me a balloon saying get well soon. And I think she bought me a teddy bear. And my cousin and my auntie and nana came up, and they bought me a teddy bear from the gift shop. And so my cousin gave me the teddy bear. And I got taken off the drip on Sunday. That Sunday, I was in hospital. And they started doing insulin so I could eat. And the food there was really yum. breakfast, lunch and dinner was really, really yum. I had a really lovely lady who bought my food in and bought my cup of teas in, but when I had my cup of teas, I was not used to not having sugar. But I got used to having cup of teas with no sugar, and now I can get sugar-free Milo. So I can have Milo, but it's got to be sugar-free, and I have sugar. I can have tea with no sugar. I'm still not used to it yet. But sadly my dad had to go home on Sunday night because he needed his sleep, and so he went home and I stayed in my room by myself. But I was scared at the time because I didn't know what was going to happen. Like, I was scared that something big's going to happen, like an earthquake or something. But my nurse was like, if you have any problems, just come see us. And my dad said to them to keep an eye on, well, I said, can you keep an eye on me, like check every hour on me to see if I'm okay. And I had lovely nurses come and check on me. But I still got my blood sugar checked and that night, but I got my sleep. And then on Monday, I think that was the day I got released from, like, I got discharged. But on Sunday, I got to go for a walk. My dad took me down to the boathouse, but my dad pushed me in a wheelchair because I was not well. I was still not well, and I walked a couple times, but I just didn't feel well, so I started going in the wheelchair. And we had to take my nana home. Well, we took my nana down to her car because she had to go home and get ready for work. So, and then, I think that was on Monday. So she had to go to work. So, and then we came back to the room, and I had my lunch, and then before I had my lunch, my nurse came in and she gave me my medicine that I needed to take. So I checked my blood sugar for the first time. I did my insulin for the first time by myself. It was pretty hard because I didn't know what to do. So she showed me along the way what to do. And so I did it, and I got to eat a really yummy lunch. And then on Monday, when I was getting ready to go, before lunch, I got a phone call from my school from one of my teachers, saying if I'm okay and how am I doing and all that. And I got to talk to some of my friends. It was really sweet of them to call me, because I was in hospital. And then when my nana got home and got ready for work, I got discharged from hospital so I could go home because I was doing really well. They gave me all my medication I needed to take. They talked me through what I needed to do, and I go see the diabetic clinic every 3 months. I see really nice ladies. They're really nice, and they're really, really nice, and they help me go through, and they tell me what's been happening, and they check my blood sugars and saying if I need to increase my insulin or decrease my insulin. So if I'm running a high all the time, I've got to up my insulin so it starts working again. And that's been working a lot, and so that's really, they're really nice to me. And my dad comes along sometimes to my meetings. And when I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, it was really hard because I was doing school and I was doing this course, and I can't eat certain foods because it's got too much sugar in it. And so if I want to have a treat, I can have one chocolate bar a day, and that'll be my chocolate for the week, or maybe two, because I can have treats occasionally. So that weekend, my auntie took me out to a pizza place for just to get used to doing insulin in public, and the pizza place was really yum. and now I'm doing really well with my type 1 diabetes, and I love my family because they help me get through it. Some days I just don't want to do it, but I know if I don't do it, then I can get really, really ill again and end up back in hospital. And now I have to keep my kit on me at all times. And I will be a type 1 diabetic until they find a cure, but hopefully they'll find a cure, because some days I just don't want to do it, but I know I have to do it. So thank you for watching my video. Hope you like this video. Like and subscribe and leave a comment if you want. I'm new to doing YouTube channels. I will try and do YouTube channels once a week. Maybe do try not to laugh challenges, and even follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that if you want. So thank you. Bye.